This year, we're going to be using algebra tiles to represent a lot of different situations. So the first thing you need to know is that the small yellow square tile has lengths of 1 unit by 1 unit. So the area is 1 by 1. It represents 1. 1 unit by 1 unit. I'm sorry that this didn't copy well on your paper, but the green rectangle has lengths x units by 1 unit. Its area is x times 1, so it represents just x. It's actually nice to draw that in on there. The blue square has lengths of x and x, so its area is x squared. There is a red side of each of these tiles. They represent negative values. So we've got 1 is yellow, x is green, and blue. The blue square is x squared. If we're going to represent expressions with algebra tiles, using the tiles you have, you can represent these expressions. Here, I've got x plus 2. So I have one rectangle, 2 tiny squares. If I'm looking to try the next one, x squared plus 2x plus 3. I've got x squared, 2x, so I'm going to take 2 of these x's. So you can do this with your own tiles. And then plus 3, 3 of the yellow tiles. If you try number 3, get 2x squared plus 2. So I'll get 2 of these. So again, you can represent any of these with your algebra tiles. If you can visualize this when you see 2x squared plus 2, you'll remember not to combine the 2x squareds with the 2. You can't do anything more to that. It can't be 4x squared. It can't be 4. If you imagine this when you see x squared plus 2x plus 3, you can't combine that anymore. You've got x squared and 2x. They cannot go together. They're not the same thing. On your turn page, try 1, 2, and 3. 2 is started for you, but not finished. For the first one, hopefully you just have 2 green bars and 2 yellow squares. For number 2, we already have the first part, x squared plus 2x plus 2. We're going to add another x squared, 2x, and 1. So then I can look at the total. We have 2x squareds. We have 4 x's. We have 3 little yellow squares. So that would be my final answer. Looking at the example number 3, we have 2x squareds. We have a 4x. And we have a 1. The other part of the expression, I've got an x squared. I have a minus 1x, so I'm going to take 1 away, and I have another 1. So I can find the total of this. I have 3 x squareds. Remember, this is the key sort of place I've been stealing from. I've been taking my variables. So I've got 3 x squareds. I took away this x, so I've got 3x left. And I just have 2 little ones, so that's my final answer. So here, we can evaluate an expression using algebra. We're going to evaluate 3 plus 2x when x equals 4. So I have the first part here, 3 plus 2x is this. If x equals 4, I'm going to replace each of those x's with a 4. So this was x and this was x, which means I have a total of 11.